Hello and welcome to the DCHL Outsider Podcast here. We have so much to talk about, and we've got our special guest today, Mr. Adam Marcus. Adam, give us a quick little intro on who you are and why we should be excited to talk to you.
Hey everyone, I'm Adam. I've been broadcasting some of the games with Joe and having a good time. Play for Blade Runners and MDHL, and then the Gwendolyn Arabian Knights and All Blacks in the DCHL. So looking forward to talking some hockey.
Awesome. So, what got you into the league and what got you into hockey just overall in general? What was your first hockey experience that you remember, and what was your the catalyst to get you in the league?
Oh man, this is a fun story. So I've actually been playing. I started playing roller hockey when I was about in fourth grade. So I don't know, I guess eight, nine, something like that. My We used to play in my neighborhood all the time, and one of my neighbors played on a team and was looking for people to join his team and asked me to join, and I did, and I played all throughout elementary, middle, and high school pretty much. And then didn't really play a whole lot in college. I'd play a little bit pick up with my friends when I came home. Um, and then I actually got started with the DCHL through Lindsay Drotter. So shout out to Lindsay and Rob. Lindsay worked at the same summer camp as I do, Barry Day Camp, and was talking to my mom about how she was so sore from playing hockey. And my mom was like, "Wait, you play hockey?" And Lindsay said, "Yeah, I play in a floor hockey league and I need to find some subs." And my mom was like, "Have you asked Adam?" And Lindsay was like, "Adam plays." And my mom goes, "Adam loves hockey." So later that day, Lindsay asked me to play and I subbed for the Blade Runners. I don't even remember. This had to be, I guess, 4 years ago now or something like that.
Okay.
And I subbed for them for a little bit, and then start of the next season, they asked me to join full time, and I've been full time with them ever since. So
Very cool.
yeah,
So, where are you from the area originally, or are
yep,
you a transplant?
nope. I am born and raised in Olney, Maryland.
Only Maryland. Okay. So, what? Okay, so I'm loving the fact that we finally got to stream a game. We talked about it
Oh,
for a long time.
absolutely.
Finally did. It's a blast. Um, what were your experiences streaming? What'd you come in expecting? What was it? Like how was it different? What were the positives? Like what did you like most about it? Just give me your general perceptions going in and what it actually was.
It was fantastic. I mean, for me, broadcasting has always been something that I've had an interest in. I took a radio class in high school. Um, Unfortunately, didn't make a career out of it, but I mean, I used to pretend that I was broadcasting my video games when I was playing like Madden or NHL or something. You can ask my family all about that. And um, so for me, getting a chance to actually call a live hockey game with you was just like, it was fantastic. It was almost like, it was basically a dream come true, being able to call an actual hockey game. Um, and when you guys posted that you were looking for somebody to do it, I was like, you know what? This would be fun. And it was awesome. I mean, it's a lot harder than people realize, but it's
I
fun.
don't. I don't know. I don't think it's that hard. But I gotta go back and just point something out here. You said it was like a dream come true. Very often, very infrequently, never actually, are people's dreams come true involving me. So I
Well,
don't know about that one.
I give you a lot of credit for it, 'cause, I mean, it's definitely something I had always wanted to do, was to be able to announce a live hockey game. And because you posted something and you guys were looking for another broadcaster, I was like, oh, absolutely, this would be awesome. And I was a little hesitant at first, but I mean,
Why
I,
were you hesitant?
I don't know. I'm still, I struggle with everybody's names and working with and knowing everybody's names. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist,
So
so
do I. But that's the thing, though. You learn the names just by being there and, announcing and hey, who scored this goal and this and that. I mean, that is tricky, but at the same time, even if you don't know the names, you can still talk about the play and
uh,
the passing and all the communication and what you would have done differently and what they did well.
yes, and talk strategy about the game and everything.
Exactly. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just an idiot. Like,
No.
I mean, because truth of the matter, like the whole reason that started was because I said, hey, Suds, why don't 'cause he would bring the big camera in there. I said, hey, why don't we try to just stream one on Facebook Live? And I said, oh, give me the phone, let me just wing it and see how it goes. and we had the camera angled the incorrect way, so it was broadcasting a different way and this and that, and we gradually just figured it out and made it work. But I mean, I got no experience, no background. I just picked up a phone, just started winging it, and I think it's pretty cool, and I think people like it. So if I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just maybe you're more of a perfectionist than I am. I just assumed I was going to screw up 1,000 times and no one was going to watch and no one was going to care. But speaking of no one watching and no one caring, we did the Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament on Saturday.
Oh my God, that was fantastic. That
Okay.
was awesome.
So that was casted by myself, Adam, Matt Tway, Claude Williams, and Jess Narod. So the first video we did for Rec, the Rec division, we just streamed the whole thing nonstop. We didn't cut it up. Over 4,700 views right now.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
I actually texted Ian about that. The Ian from Russian Machine, shout out to him, and he was shocked at the number of people that watched. He was blown away. So it just goes to show you that the popularity of DCHL and Russian Machine coming together, and look what we got. And
I
it
know.
was
Well,
fantastic.
so the reason we needed to get you here because Mr. Marcus apparently was the brainchild of the Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament. So I need you to tell all the hundreds of thousands of people who are going to download this on their Tuesday morning how this tournament started.
So Ian posted something on Twitter. I forget exactly what he said. I'd have to go back 3 years ago and find it. But he posted something about anybody who plays floor hockey or hockey in the area, um, able to know of any tournaments or something along those lines. He was looking to raise money for a fan who is a professional NASCAR driver. So he posted that on Twitter, and I responded with, "Yeah, I play in a league. I'd love to work with you." And he sent me a message, and we kind of got to talking. I got a sense of what he was looking for. I spoke to Suds about it. Suds was like, "Yeah, I'd love to try to set something up." And then the three of us actually met at the Sportsplex one night before one of my games, and just started talking, and they pretty much took it from there. But I'll take a little bit of the credit for being the one to help start it, but Suds and Ian really do all the hard work and all the promotion and everything. So,
Yeah. Well, I
but
think it was really cool. And I said I heard the story. I was like, we gotta get you on the cast. We gotta hear the story. We gotta talk Russian Machine Never Breaks here.
oh yeah,
So yeah, it was so cool. Like I want to take the league streaming to like the next level, and I
oh
feel I
absolutely,
feel like that tournament might have been the start of it because I mean, I don't have any illusions or delusions of grandeur. But no, we had a little table set up. We had drinks, we had snacks, and we had a bunch of people watching. It was more of an experience than just like a stream. We're hanging out. We had rosters. We had everything set, and I think it was really cool. And shout outs also to Jason Stitcher who streamed a game yesterday or Sunday,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I
He
mean,
also robbed me in our
the
game.
the
He
voice of the
completely robbed me.
DCHL, Jason Stitcher, he was unable to do the stream or there was miscommunication or something, but Jason does so much. He's the one who kind of laid all the groundwork for this, and you know, major love to Jason for that. And
Absolutely.
I'm excited as playoffs are coming around. I like to stream every game for playoffs,
Oh, I'm down.
and I think between everyone who might be interested and maybe a couple new people who might be able to do it, it's not that hard. Go out there, wing it, tape it. Even if it's awful, we can just cut the audio out. But so I don't know. I was so cool streaming. I love doing it with you. And enough about the streaming. We got to talk about Mr. Marcus over here.
Oh God.
Oh, come on. It's what we all want to hear. So I'm going to give you two options. Okay. We,
Okay.
we can we can do the nice and quick 2 minute just rapid fire questions, random stuff, or we can talk about maybe other hockey experiences or teams or things that you prefer.
Either one. I'll let you decide. I'm okay with either one.
All right, so we'll save the rapid fire towards the end here.
Sounds good.
So you play on Gwendolyn. I'm not saying Blade Runners as well, but I got to know you through Gwendolyn, and you're friends with some of the players on that team.
Yeah.
So who is your go-to guy if you're putting a line together? Who your go-to two players, guy and girl, to put a line around Adam Marcus?
Oh man. Okay. So ever since I started playing on the Blade Runners, I kind of got put on a line with Nick Moser, and he and I just instantly clicked, both on and off the floor. So we
Okay.
have really good chemistry. So I love playing with him as a center. I'd like to play with you once. I mean, we've only done that like once, but I definitely would like to get on a line with you. Uh,
Nick is so good.
oh,
It's one of
he's
those things.
awesome.
He's fast, but he just never gives up on a play.
Oh, never.
And that's the most frustrating thing is if you get it by him, you got to get it by him 7 more times before you get it out of your zone.
Oh, and if he's covering you, he's gonna stick on you and he's not gonna let you win any battles. He's not gonna make it easy for you. And he always just knows where to be.
Yeah.
He's just in the right place at the right time all the time. So we just have this weird chemistry, and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Um, and then on the wing, I mean, we play with Edie and Megan a lot on our wing. So I mean, both of them are fantastic to play with, and of course put Becca out there as well. I mean, the three of them just are fantastic.
You got to pick one. You got to
Oh
pick one right now.
God.
You're on the spot.
Oh man. Um, I guess I'd have to go Edie for right now because normally I end up on a line with her. So no offense to anybody else who I've ever played on a line with, Teal or Trisha or.
Lots of offense will
Oh
be
my
taken.
God, I'm so sorry. Oh, now you're making me feel bad. I don't like playing favorites.
Well, this is the goal of the podcast to make you feel awkward here. You are on the hot seat, Adam.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all fun.
What is, of all the jerseys in the league, what's your favorite one?
Oh man, see, that's a loaded question because I've designed a couple of them and I'm in the process of
Okay,
designing some new ones.
well, I'll make it easy then. Of all the ones you haven't designed or been involved in designing.
I really like what Crease Crashers. There we go. I
Oh
really
my
like
God, that's a controversial statement.
Oh,
I love that jersey.
I really like that one. It's definitely a really good jersey. And I do have to give shout outs to Seth, who is my go-to logo guy. Plays on Smashing Pumpkin or Slashing Pumpkins, I should say. And he does a lot of my logos for me. I'll give him an idea and he just runs with it. And he does awesome work. So if you ever need a logo, he's a good guy to go to.
It is good to know. So, is that really the answer we're looking for right there? Crease Crashers. I mean,
don't
I
know.
love it.
I
I
love
love it.
jersey.
I love it. I love that jersey, but we're gonna get a lot of blowback. This podcast might be canceled because of that controversial statement. You know, I don't really cut anything out, except swear words or an occasional controversial statement. And this might be the most controversial thing I've heard.
I don't know. I saw it and I liked it. I love the neon on it. I mean,
Oh, I know. I do too.
I think it's really cool. I
Good.
really do. And a lot. I see the team wearing them a lot, so you know that they like to wear it. And to me,
Yeah.
a good jersey is a jersey that everyone likes to wear all the time. And I always see them in it. So
I am down with that. So, what is your goal, your hockey goal, in the next 1 year?
in the next year, just to become a better overall team player. I mean, one thing that I have to work on in my game, especially, is my back check. I get caught playing a little too high sometimes. So
Is it tired, slow, or lazy?
I'd probably go with a little bit lazy.
Okay.
And I depend a little bit too much on some of the other players to get back.
Nick.
So yeah, Nick. So one thing I definitely like to become is a better two-way player and become a
Okay.
little more sound playing defense. And I've been able to play on the penalty kill for a little bit. Did that on Sunday with All Blacks, and just starting to feel a lot more comfortable doing that. So definitely like to see that and just become a better team player overall.
Okay, that's pretty fair. All right, we're gonna go rapid fire right now, Mr. Marcus.
All right, let's do it.
So I don't know if you've listened to the podcast before.
Listen to a couple of them.
All right, well, we're gonna give you 2 minutes rapid fire. Since you're from this area, you cannot use any of the DC, Baltimore area teams for anything.
Okay.
I'll try to quantify if I can.
All right.
And this might be a little Halloween themed because we got Halloween just around the corner.
Works for me.
All right. All right, Mr. Marcus, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
I'm a big M&M's guy.
What kind of M&M?
Chocolate M&Ms.
Regular plain, no peanut, no peanut butter, no.
I don't mind the peanut, but the plain, I'm a classic original guy. So,
All right, the original, cool. All right, I'll go with that. What was your best Halloween costume as a kid?
oh God, funny story. When I was a kid, I actually dressed up as a spider, and I hate spiders now. So
Oh, so do I. Oh my God, I hate spiders.
I dressed up as a spider, and I told everyone when I grow up, I want to be a spider.
Oh,
So,
that's
and now I
bad.
hate them. So it's terrible.
Tisk tisk. What was
I
the
know.
last meal you had?
What did I have for dinner? I had salmon.
Oh, favorite video game?
Favorite video game? Either Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PlayStation 2, not this new PS4 nonsense. The original Star Wars Battlefront 2, or I'd have to go with NCAA Football 14 for the PlayStation 3.
What is your favorite sport to play besides hockey?
I'm a big skier, so I'd have to go with skiing.
That's not a sport. I want to kick you
Oh,
off.
yes,
I want
it
to kick
is.
you off the podcast right now, but I can't because you're. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking right there.
Skiing is
Which
a
which
sport.
NHL, which Capitals player do you think your game best mirrors?
Oh man. I don't want to sound pompous by saying this, but I really emulate Nick Backstrom. He's always looking to make a pass to people,
Okay.
and I mean, I like to score goals, but I love making a great pass to somebody and letting them score a goal.
What's your
So
favorite color?
blue,
Favorite season?
ball.
Fall. When is? Oh God. What's your favorite uh hockey team besides the Caps?
The Colorado Avalanche, actually.
Why?
Growing up, we didn't have cable for a while, so I'd end up watching hockey on NBC, and it was always the Avalanche and the Red Wings. So
Yes, you're 100% right.
I
It's when they were so good together. Yep.
oh, it was the best, and I grew up watching guys like Joe Sakic,
Peter
Adam Foote,
Forsberg,
Forsberg,
Adam
Patrick Waugh.
Deadmarsh.
Oh my God, Deadmarsh was the man. I
Oh,
had a I had a Patrick Waugh poster up in my room. I mean, the Avalanche are definitely my West Coast team. 100% the Caps all the way, but I mean, if I was ever gonna cheer for another team, it'd be the Avalanche, and I do root for the Avalanche except when they're playing the Caps. So,
okay. Those some pretty good answers there, except for the skiing. But I mean,
uh,
that's an activity, not a sport. That's
it is an Olympic sport, so I'm gonna say that you're wrong,
it's
my
an
friend.
Olympic activity. It's an
No.
Olympic competition. It's not a sport, but that's okay. You can be wrong. I still love you. I still love you, Adam. So, all right. So when you're out skiing, what is your drink of choice? Is it hot chocolate or something else?
Um, I definitely like hot chocolate. Also, a big when I'm skiing, I like Gatorade.
What's your
Um,
favorite flavor of Gatorade?
oh God, the light blue, whatever that one is, like the Glacier Freeze.
Glacier Freeze?
Yeah, man, can't go wrong with the Glacier Freeze.
Oh, and Gatorade Frost was that was a mistake, man. That was a mistake. Gatorade Frost. Tisk tisk. So, all right. This is my favorite part is who is the player that you love playing with the most and you play against the most? And I gave you the line of, you said Nick and Edie at the moment. So we could pass on that one, but who do you love playing against the most? Who do you think makes you a better player?
uh, I would probably stick with the Blade Runners and go with Simon Cantor. Simon just a heads up player, and will find if you're open, he's gonna find you, and
Okay.
he just knows how to create plays. And just watching him just move with the ball is it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful.
All right. And then playing against?
Um, I I always end up matched up against Bill Weeks, and I
Bill
always end up
Weeks.
having to try to block his shot from the point, which anybody who's ever stood in the way of a Bill Weeks shot knows how hard that is. So, it's definitely a challenge, and I look forward to playing against him because I know I'm definitely going to get a good workout in. It's not that I don't like Bill. Bill's a great guy, but it's definitely a challenging to
The
play.
shot hurts.
Yes,
hurts
the
when
shot
you
hurts. Yes, the shot definitely hurts.
That's a three word answer to your long verbose. The shot hurts.
Yes, the shot hurts.
Okay. Um, what else can we talk about right now? Oh, I know exactly what we're talking about right now.
Oh God.
So I got to pull this one up quickly. So you are currently on. We're gonna ignore the MDHL right now. We'll give them some love later on.
Sure.
But DCHL, you are on the Gwendolyn Arabian Knights.
Yeah.
This is we'll call it a newish team. I mean, it's a lot of the pieces are, the same Gwendolyn people who are playing together and all that. So you guys played yesterday against the Goonies. You tied them 4-4.
Yes.
What do you think you need to do to beat the Goonies in the playoffs, assuming you guys play each other?
Well, I hope we get another chance to play him because I think we match up very well against them. I think we got a little too comfortable with the lead that we established. I think we definitely showed the Goonies that we can run with them because we can. And I just think we have to continue playing our game, and that's get the ball in deep and cycle our offense and continue to press. I think we really let up on our forecheck as well. And once we started doing that, we let the Goonies take over. I mean, Owen was just killing us, and Arian. So I think we just have to keep our composure a little bit. We got caught on a long shift, and but I think we'll be all right. I'd like to play him again, get a rematch and a little chance for redemption. But
If you do, it'll be in the
think,
finals.
yeah. So hopefully we get that far, but one game at a time. Got to get there first. Got to take care of business. I try not to look too far ahead. So
Okay. So I am going to assume that you guys are going to be either playing IPA or the Stingrays. No, I'm sorry. You'll be playing the Zambronis or IPA in the semis.
those both be fun games.
Who would you prefer to play and why?
Oh man. We just played IPA and that was actually a really good game. I had a lot of fun playing in that game and Stitcha made some unbelievable saves. Like I said earlier, robbed me on a beautiful one-timing pass from Mose. But I really try not to take too much into standings. I've had seasons where my team's finished in first and we have lost in the first round. So the standings in the end, while they matter, it's true in any sport as any team can beat any team on any given day. So
Okay.
I mean, I know the Stingrays have such a big history. I mean, when I first joined the league, they were like the team to beat. So definitely know that they know how to win.
Yep.
And IPA, I mean, I know a lot of those guys as well. So I think we match up well against anybody, and I like our chances against anybody in our division.
Okay. I mean, good news for you is if you see the Stingrays, it'll be in the finals, unless Suds does some kind of crazy pairings. But we'll see what happens there. So I'm excited for the Arabian Nights to see what's going on with them and see if they can continue their success. They are 6-2-1. Their only losses are to the Goonies, so perhaps the fourth time will be a charm.
Yeah, hopefully I know they usually say it's the third, but hey, we picked up a big point playing against them, and I think that was definitely needed.
That should be a confidence booster.
Oh, it was huge. I mean, we were disappointed that we couldn't hold on for the win, but I think it was more of a prove it game to ourselves that we were like, hey, you know what? We can run with these guys, and we're here, and we're ready to show this league what we're made of.
Okay, I love the positive attitude. So I'm going to give you a 1 minute Adam Marcus freestyle. You just go off on any hockey topic that's on your mind or anything like that. Okay, could be hockey, could be the league, could be a suggestion, a change you want, something you love, anything. Let me know what's in the mind of Mr. Marcus. Ready?
Oh man.
Set. Go.
Oh, well, I guess I'd have to go with the one thing that I spoke to you about on Sunday, and that's just watching for elbows. It's like the past couple games I keep getting hit in the helmet and in my cage with elbows. So my one gripe would be for the refs to keep an eye out for flying elbows, especially for the smaller folks like myself who try to play behind somebody else who's larger and get caught with an elbow. So it's not always the most fun feeling. I know you guys do an incredible job and make a lot of good calls, but that's just the one thing that I would like to see called more consistently.
Okay, that's a fair thing. You got another 20 seconds. You want to roll with something?
Oh man, I don't know. I have a lot of fun no matter like what the outcome of the games are. So I'm always looking for people. I'm trying to recruit a big name, somebody who we had a nice conversation with on Saturday, trying to find a way to get him involved. So we'll have to see how that shakes out.
That is a lot of mystery, and I totally forgot who we talked to, so I will discuss this with you offline so I get a little refresher right there.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, that was interesting little take there. So I will have to.
I like to keep it a little mysterious, keep
No,
everybody.
that's fair. I'm curious now. I feel like an idiot for not remembering, but
Oh, we spoke to him. We spoke to him on air, so maybe that'll help you.
okay. I know we were loaded up with popcorn and candy
Oh,
and hockey for hours and hours on end. So that was pretty cool. So
so good.
I know we had talked to Ian about potentially doing a spring Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. And I mean I think if we gave people a little more notice, we might even be able to make it a larger tournament. I know they like to keep it 88 because of Ovechkin and the grade 8 and everything. But I mean, if Suds and Ian can do it and the Sportsplex can accommodate it, I think we could make it even bigger. And I mean, the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned.
You know, just
I'm not the one running it,
no,
but
I know me either. You know, just spitballing here. I wonder if you could do an all day thing in between, like a week in between seasons.
that would be
Because
fantastic.
that, I mean, that would give some people some time to regroup who might be hurt or whatever. It might give other, that's a way to maybe recruit new players to the league, get them,
Yeah,
hey, we're doing this tournament. Hey, the new season starts up. If you want to get on a team, any spots that need to get filled. That's not I don't know. I kind of like that idea.
I do too. And one other thing that I'd like to see is I'd love for like a winter classic type thing. Obviously not in the winter, but like I'd love for the league to go outside and do an
A winter
outdoor.
classic, just not in winter.
Yeah, right. But like take the game outside because I'm sure most people in the league grew up playing hockey outside at some point or have played hockey outside at some point. And I think taking it outside, I mean, there's a really good rink. Um, the Ridge Road rink is fantastic.
And that's in
Uh, yeah,
Germantown.
over in Germantown. And I think doing like a tournament out there just for a day it would be awesome.
Suds, some of the league tournaments used to be held there.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw pictures and I'm like, oh man, because I grew up playing roller hockey there. So
Okay.
for me to go back would just be, oh, it's so nostalgic. I mean, I go there every once in a while to just shoot around on an actual net and a
Yeah.
court that has some painted lines.
I, I keep hearing this, but I don't know if it's actually going to happen. Is they're going to redo that rink with a sport court, and I think
Oh,
that was one of the Washington Capitals projects to build rinks and all that. And if they did it with sport court, that could be pretty cool. Maybe do like an outdoor tournament
that
or something like that.
that'd be awesome. Well, I know Ian plays up in I want to say
Hagerstown.
Hagerstown, yeah, and I was looking at pictures that he posted, and that's sport court up there. So I don't know if we could do it out there. I know that's a lot
Yeah.
further from people.
Yeah. It's always tricky though, because if you plan something and it rains or snows the day of, it's just a
Oh,
nightmare.
that's the hard part. But that's why it'd be awesome to do in the summer or something. And
Yeah.
I just think even in like the late spring, early summer before it gets like too beastly hot, because I played out there one day. Oh God, I was probably in college or something, and I came home and I went and played in a game out there, and I was just dying after my first shift because of the humidity. So it was pretty brutal. But no, I'd love for the league to do something outside. I think it'd be awesome.
That's
And
interesting.
we could make it like a whole day thing. I mean, one of my friends who uh trying to get to play in the league when he gets home from medical school, my buddy Sam, but he and I've always talked about having like just a massive hockey day where we take some grills and we grill outside. I know the Gwendolyn did something on Labor Day. Uh, they did kind of Labor Day barbecue type thing, but
Okay.
I'd like to do that and make it even bigger. So I think just a Labor Day, or it doesn't even have to be Labor Day, but just a day of hockey and grilling and good food and good people would be a fantastic time.
That's pretty cool. I'm on board with that. So we'll have to talk to Ian and maybe Russian Machine Never Breaks. See if we can do something like that.
Yeah.
I
And then I think you get some other people to come out too. We could get some other people to just come and hang out and watch.
Yeah, it would be cool to play with the big crowd, people just hanging out, chilling with their families. I mean, at the Ridge Road rink, there's a dog park. There's a lot of parking.
Yeah.
you can hike, and that'd be pretty interesting. Maybe a Russian machine never breaks spring classic.
Oh, Ian, let's get brainstorming, my friend. But I can tell you, there's not a better feeling than playing in front of your friends and family. I mean, anytime my family or Rachel, my girlfriend, comes and watches me play, I mean, it motivates you that much more to play better.
Shout
And
outs to Rachel who
oh,
watches the stream.
yes, she does. Every time that I'm on it or playing, she pulls it up from Jersey. So big shout outs to her.
That is adorable.
It's dedication.
I know, but who could say no to a face like yours?
Oh, uh, oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
But, all right, man. So I got one parting question right now.
Sure.
What do you think the odds of the Capitals repeating this season is
Oh,
if you were an odds maker?
oh man. I am not one for sports betting at all. You can ask any of my friends. I mean, yeah, I'll play fantasy sports, but when it comes to like actually placing bets or making odds or anything, I'm like, nope, that's not me. But I do like their chances. I like the fact that they brought back a lot of the core guys. We do desperately miss Jay Beagle. It's going to be weird seeing him play in Vancouver. And hopefully he gets better soon because you don't like to see a guy like Beegs be down for a while. But I like our chances. I mean, the fact that the entire core is basically back, it is awesome. I think a lot of it depends on Braden Holtby, and if Holtby can play the way he's capable of playing and not have the rough kind of end to the last year's regular season that he had. If we see the old Braden Holtby or playoff Braden Holtby from last year, then the sky's the limits for that team. I mean, the only thing that really changed is the coach, which is a whole nother ball game. We can save that for another podcast. My opinions on that one, but yeah, I definitely think that they have a good chance. They match up well with just about anybody in the East. Toronto scares me a bit, just with all the firepower that they have now with JT. But no, I think that the Caps can definitely go for a run. But first step is to get a ticket to the dance. So you don't want to look too far down the road. They gotta, especially with this team. I mean, you start looking too far, and we know what they have done and what they haven't done in the second season. So first step is the regular season, and then you worry about the playoffs. So got to get there first.
All right. So Adam, thank you very much for doing this. We appreciate it. I had a blast.
Oh,
And
absolutely, man. This was awesome.
oh, I know, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully casting a couple more games for the rest of the next week or so with the regular season, and definitely look for Adam Marcus. Going to be doing some streaming for playoffs, and look for the Gwendolyn Arabian Knights, and the All Blacks in D3 and D2 respectively, and cheer Adam on.
Absolutely. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to calling some playoff games. We gotta talk about that and check out the schedule once things get rolling.
I know. We'll have to. Last week of the regular season is this Sunday, which is crazy because I just kind of snuck up on you. So yeah, let's
we need to get a
get
game
some
in
games
this
going.
weekend. Yeah, maybe we'll get a game in this weekend, and
I know. Get
the
get
first
the rust off.
Yeah, absolutely. The first week of the regular season, I may not be able to help you out. I kind of have Ravens tickets, so letting you down. But after that, we'll definitely be in touch and hopefully set something up. But who knows? Maybe I'll come and do an early game before I head off up to M&T Bank. So we'll figure something out.
Awesome. Yeah. So if anyone's interested in doing some streaming with myself or this awesome Mr. Marcus over here,
looking at you, Andrew Markowitz. Looking at you, buddy.
It's calling them out right now. Let's get some more people doing the streaming. It's fun. It's cool. It's not that bad. You made it out to be terrifying. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I was afraid.
I was nervous, but once you get started, and especially working with you, it's so natural. So it's a good time, and we have a good time and come up with ridiculous nicknames for people.
That's really all we can ask. Shout outs to Don Sizzler.
Yes, the Don Father, or whatever other ridiculous nicknames. I'm so sorry, Don, for all the ridiculous names that we called you, but you played amazing.
Yes. So if you wanna get in on this, let us know. Let Suds know, whatever, or just stop by when we're streaming and get up on there, without any warning. So Adam, we will see you hopefully Sunday casting a game.
All right, man, let's do it.
Have a good one, man.
All
We will
right, you
catch you
too.
later.
All righty, sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
So there you have it. We had that awesome interview with Adam Marcus. It was a pleasure having him on. It was so fun, so cool. But now we got to get down to business. Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament. That was the highlight of the weekend right there. Before any DCHL action, okay, the tournament was awesome. Shout outs to Ian for hosting it, third annuals, for Suds for doing it. He put in a lot of work for that. The pucks were awesome. It was a great event. People seemed to have a real blast. And I'm shocked how many people actually tuned into the streams. We had, right now, I just checked 40, was it 40? No, it can't be right. I just checked and I still don't believe it. Still don't believe it. 4,700 plus views. That's unreal. Glad the stream got some love. Glad people were interested in DCHL rack hockey. So cool. And thanks for everyone who watched, played. Just enjoy the experience. If you can, get in on it. Do it next time it happens, and you will love it, love it, love it. So thank you to Claude Williams, Adam Marcus, Jess Narod, and Matt Tway for streaming it with me and really doing what they could to help out. I mean, Adam and Tway doing standings, Jess helping out, in between games, things like that. It was so good. I'm glad everyone came together. It was a real community thing, and that was just great. So I'm really really proud and happy and excited because like the streaming just started out randomly and now it turned into. I mean, we're getting good views for all the games. People are excited. Hey, can you stream this game and things like that. We love it. If you're interested in streaming, let us know. Give it a try. If you're bad at it, we'll just delete it. That's fine. And if you love it, we'll just do it again and over because it's such a blast. So, all right. Down to the action right now. I'm going to give myself an extra couple minutes here. We're going to try to go 15 minutes, nice and quick. Nice, clear, concise, and all that. MDHL action. Ugly Pucklings against Blue Steel. They got to run it back from last week. Blue Steel came out to a quick start, 3-0 lead, but then the Pucklings decided to claw their way back in there. Patrick Edsel, Darren, and Aaron Brown all scored. Turned it into a 3-3 game. Pucklings a little disappointed there. Blue Steel disappointed they didn't get that win right there. Pucklings really brought it. Teams that get down and are able to come back, it's really important to have the mental calmness and the fortitude to just relax and say, we're done, we got this. All it takes is one goal. So shout outs to the Pucklings for that big tie right there. Might have only been a tie, but for them it's got to be a win because that's a character building game right there. So 3-3 tie. Barbarians Lord of the Rink. This game was unreal and exciting right there. Austin Henley, Austin for Lord of the Rink scored the first goal. Kevin Stone Cipher, one of the superstars in the Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament, gets a power play goal to tie it up for Barbarians. Wendy scores to make it 2-1 Barbarians, but with remaining seconds of the game, Dan Shank, huge goal, ties it up in the remaining seconds, breaking the backs of the Barbarians. 2-2 tie again. Ties are going to be the theme of this week in MDHL. So we had Rogue One-Timers Islanders. This game was pretty good right there. Islanders got, was it two goals from Darren, one from Josh Cook, one from Matt, one from Adam Healy as they take down One-Timers 5-2. That's a big win for the Islanders. I feel like they're, 1 week they're winning, next week they're losing. They're very inconsistent right now. They are 2-3-2 right now in the standings. They're middle of the pack. Some of their losses I bet they wish they could have back, but as soon as that team finds rhythm and consistency, I think they'll be all right. Lucky Pucks, Gwendolyn Blue Knights. This game was a battle, for lack of a better word. Matt Stallone scored the first goal for Pucks. Jeff Stallone followed up 2-0 Lucky Pucks, but Aaron scored a huge goal for Black Knights to bring him back in the second half. Dustin scored to make it 2-2. Jeff Stallone responded to make it 3-2 Pucks. Matt Kelly, huge goal to make it a 3-3 game, but Griffin for Lucky Pucks comes up huge. Defenseman went coast to coast, ended up getting a goal there. Huge goal. Lucky Pucks able to hold on. Jason Maxtein's second win for the Pucks right there. Huge win right there. Lucky Pucks are doing pretty good with Jason Maxtein subbing in net right now. Wu-Tang Clan Puck Mafia. So I'm not going to hide it. I'm a big Puck Mafia fan. I'm love to see the growth, love to see the development. They ran into the buzzsaw known as the Wu-Tang Clan. Undefeated right now, only one tie. They got Wu-Tang Clan started scoring off strong. Mike Farrell, big goal. John scored second for them. Only 2-0 going in a half, but Puck Mafia gets a goal from Jake, and they get a goal from, I believe it was Dan, who's E-Sub male, make it a 2-2 game, and they were able to hold on. 2-2 tie. Puck Mafia undefeated, only 2 ties, both against, a Wu-Tang Clan undefeated, 2 ties, both against Puck Mafia. This game right now, I don't know what Puck Mafia has on Wu-Tang Clan, but they've got their kryptonite. Puck Mafia continues to improve. I can see them upsetting Wu-Tang Clan in the finals, maybe dashing some hopes right there. So congrats to the Puck Mafia, and good game by the Wu-Tang, staying undefeated, but we will see how this rec division shapes up. Last thing to say about the MDHL, I believe Suds is working on adding a new team for D1. D2 is going to move up to 5 teams. Gwendolyn is putting in a team. Breaking news, that's little well known, and the Wu-Tang Clan is going to be moving up to D2. Rec, we're not sure what's going on right there. We're going to have 5 teams, so we're going to have 5, 5, and 5, ideally. So if you're interested in playing D1 and, interested in playing possibly D2, there might be some spots open. There might be some spots open in Rec right now, so 5, 5, and 5 will definitely help in terms of scheduling and variety of games. So that's awesome. So Roller right now is not finished. Recording this a little bit earlier, so we'll have to give you the updates later on or possibly in next week's podcast. So we're jumping right into some DCHL action here. The season kind of snuck up on us here. We are some teams already played their 10th game this Sunday, and some teams will be playing theirs next Sunday. So we're gonna do a recap of the games and a playoff picture for you. So Gwendolyn Blue Knights against the Street Sharks here. Street Sharks had Aryan subbing. He scored the first goal right there. 1-0 Sharks after the first, but Blue Knights brought it. Rick Lombardi scored a goal. Joe Abbott gets 2, and Joe Arata gets 1 from the point right there. So that's Joe's first goal in DCHL. Scored it from the point on defense. Defensemen don't get the love they deserve. They get a lot of assists, not necessarily all the goals in the world, but Joe got his first one. He was pumped. He was a great podcast guest, awesome person. Love Joe Arata. Shout out to Joe for that big goal. 4-1 Gwendolyn Blue Knights, as Gwendolyn is climbing up in standings right there. We'll touch those later on. But you want nail biters right now. We had the Midnight Riders against the Lucky Sevens. Lucky Sevens, you know this was going to be a rough game for the Midnight Riders when Sale scores the first goal of the game on the power play. Big goal. Sale comes up huge right now. 1-0 Sevens. They respond, right off that momentum. David scores. It's 2-0 Sevens after 2-0 Lucky Sevens after the first. Midnight Riders respond though. Dan scores. Chris Zupa scores. Chris Zupa scores again. Makes it 3-0 Midnight Riders. They're not backing down. Tabby 2 assists on that right there. Tom scores a big power play goal for the Lucky Sevens on a hook. Makes it 3-3. But Chris Zupa, superhero, comes up big. Superman hat trick. 3 goals on the day. Lifts the Midnight Riders to a 4-3 win. Shout outs. Huge game. Huge win there for Midnight Riders. Lucky Sevens. Played a great game, and Lucky Sevens looked pretty good right there. But unfortunately, the Midnight Riders are going to take this one home. So we had the game after that. This was Gwendolyn Gladiators versus the Crazy Eights. This is dubbed the Civil War match because some of the Crazy Eights players, Sam Brinker, Aaron Brown, Ben Berger, they play for the Gwendolyn organization, but not on the Gladiators as the team had moved up. So this was the Civil War game. So Gwendolyn Gladiators, they had pretty much their full roster right there, but Crazy Eights were missing a couple players. They were able to get Mike Zimmer, Phil Glazier, Carolyn subbing, and Rec star Sam Shepard. So that name is going to be spoken several times in the next couple minutes. So Joe Abbott scores for the Gladiators, big goal, 1-0 them. Aaron Brown responds, huge play right here. This game was streamed, so you should definitely check. This second goal was unbelievable. This was such a veteran play from such young players. It was unreal. Sam, quick little description. Sam had it, made a play, threw it to Carolyn at the point. Carolyn, instead of just panicking and firing her, she held it, took her time, passed it back to Sam. Sam found Aaron in the slot, and it was a big goal right there. It was good ball movement between a couple forwards and a defender right there. Great play. Matt Kelly ends up coming up with a a goal on his part, and Seth scores for Gladiators, makes it 3-1. But then Sam scores on a face-off. Ball was kind of scrummed out there in the middle. Shot was taken. Sam fouled the rebound off the goalie's pad and then buried it. So that was a huge goal for Sam. It was definitely something I hoped was going to happen, that he was going to have a really good game going from rec to D4, subbing in a game. Very impressed with the way he played. Both teams played amazing. So major shout out to Sam for that. He played really great, and I am looking forward to see him developing as a player and climbing the ranks from rec to eventually D1. So shout outs to both teams. Major props to Sam for that. So we had more Gwendolyn action. Arabian Nights going against Goonies here. This was a tale of two cities, if you want to say that. Tale of two halves, nothing else. Arabian Nights started strong. Aaron Brown scores 2 goals. Owen Evans responds for Goonies, but Adam Marcus and Joe Abbott bring it for Arabian Nights. 4-1 Arabian Nights. Do we smell upset here? We got our stunner shades on right now. Let's see what we got. Aryan scored. Owen scored. Daggered for days. There will not be an upset, but there will be a tie here. 4-4. Arabian Nights showing a lot of experience. They played a very close game against Goonies early on in the season. Halfway through the season, they played the Goonies again. They got walloped, and this time they were able to bring it and really outmatch Goonies for a good chunk of that game. But Goonies were able to respond, calm down, did their thing, scored some goals, and turned this into a tie. So hopefully the Gladiators take this game as a huge win in their part, because they showed they were able to run with the Goonies, and if they figure out the mistakes they made or things they could possibly fix, this game could definitely be Arabian Nights' favor the next time. So we'll see what happens. But moving up, more D3 action. Arabian Nights, second game in their doubleheader, plays IPA. Aaron Brown scores the first one. John Nuno responds, doesn't respond, follows it up. 2 goals Arabian Nights. Brendan McLean scores for IPA, making it 2-1. Andrew Markowitz, got to be a former professional here for Mr. Markowitz. It's a 3-1 game, Arabian Nights. Carlos Cruz scores for IPA, making it 3-2, but it will end 3-2. Jason Stitch, 37 saves in the loss. Great game on his part. We had Slashing Pumpkins versus First Ladies Rec. Let me just go to sleep here because there was 1 penalty and 0 goals scored. Great goaltending, but no one was able to light the lamp on this one. Shoutouts to Chris and Mel for dueling shutouts. We had Stingray Zambronis. Oh, God, let's not talk about this one. I was playing net for Stingrays, and I played very, very poorly. Zambronis lit me up, and that was not good. Stingrays scored 4 in the third, really brought it. They were down 6-1, made it 6-5. So it was a great game by both teams, and a lot of penalties. Nothing bad, though, so that was good. No tensions, no heated issues. A lot of tripping calls, a couple hooking calls, a couple illegal icing calls. It happens. So no real issue there. So it happens. Good game by both teams. This is going to be a very exciting D3 playoffs. We'll talk about that later, but I think both Zambronis and Stingrays showed a lot of positivity that game, and they got a lot to look forward to. Stick Magnets, First Ladies D4. We had Wendy score the first goal for First Ladies. Rachel get an empty netter right there. Huge goal for First Ladies, as that is going to secure them a top 2 seed in the very tight D4 division. So First Ladies are going to get a first round bye. All Blacks Funk Masters get goals from Simon and 2 from Keith to make it 3-0 right there. Strong game. Both goalies came up big. Eric T dropped a shutout there. Eric played really good for Gwendolyn as well. Eric brought it to a 4-4 tie. So he played tie, got a win, and got a shutout there. 3 games for Eric. Jason Boyd played great for the All Blacks subbing in. So a lot of great goaltending games here. We had Jagerbombs and Untouchables. Untouchables get a hat trick from Adam Goldberg, 2 assists Brian Martins. Jess Nayrod, 2 assists on this one. Great game for her. But Aryan, Aryan is just in the news so often. He's scoring so many goals. Sub duty for Jagerbomb's hat trick shows that he can dominate in D2 right now. So we will see if Aryan is going to get signed for D2 or he's going to stay in D3, see what we can do, make it over the schedule. But Aryan, great game right there. He's been scoring a lot of goals lately, so major shout-outs to him. He definitely deserves a lot of credit. His game has definitely improved, or I don't know if it's improved, but he's definitely been on the score sheet a lot more. He's always been a great player. So that was big on him. Goal and 2 assists from Blaze. And Josh Bush subbing with 3 assists. So that was a big win for Jagerbombs, as that keeps them undefeated. We had White Walkers Redcoats. This was speaking of Tale of Two Cities games. Jamie Brennan scored quick for White Walkers, but Redcoats responded. Austin Henley, Mike Huber, Joe Shea, Wendy Jason, Jason Winnick, and Amit Mistry make it a Daniel Rubik scored in between. That was a 6-2 game, but Walkers respond, clawing back in. Patrick Noyes scores a pair of goals. Daniel Ruberg and then Jamie Brennan on the power play make it a 6-6 game. Redcoats have thrown I believe it's two 6-2 leads, so this has been a rough season for them. Hopefully they can get things going for playoffs, but Walker showed a lot of resilience there. We will see what happens for these teams as the D1 season is wrapping up. Youngbloods Gorilla Gang. Youngbloods end up getting goals from Kate, Old Man Joe, and Austin as they are able to take down Gorilla Gang 3-1. Manning with the only goal as a power play. Kevin Shea 46 saves in the win. Great game on his part. Feeling good. Birthday boy. Young at heart. Young in spirit. Young in body. Perfect game right there almost, except for that one goal that Manny let in. But 46 saves is nothing to sneeze at. In the final game of the night, we had Mercury Rising Puck U right now. This game was back and forth, but Josh Lerner scores the only goal for Puck U, which will prevent Mercury Rising from getting a top 2 seed and a bye, as Puck U will become one of the top 2 seeds. So that was Aubrey Moore, 29 saves in the loss. Jason Stelter with a 24 save shutout. So that's the DCHL wrap up. We are going to standings right now. So we're going to start with D1 because that's right on top right now. Nice and easy. Puck Buddies, Puck U are going to be 1 and 2. Puck Buddies, I believe, Puck Buddies have 1 game left, so they have a chance to secure the first seed. I'm not sure if it's going to come down to tiebreakers. Not going to look too much into that. Mercury Rising, White Walkers, they will play, and the winner of that will get the 3rd seed. Loser will get the 4th. And after that, Lizards Redcoats play, and the winner could potentially go up to 4th. The loser will be dead last in the division. But we will see what happens there. Any team can win it. Lizards have been surging as of late, so I will not sleep on any team in this D1 division. Yagaram secure the 1st overall seed. Untouchables play Gorilla Gang. The winner can potentially get the 2nd seed. Funk Masters in there potentially vying for the 2nd seed. It'll come down to tiebreakers, goals for, goals against, and we'll see what happens there. D3 division, we've got Goonies locked in at 1st. Zambronis have a chance to stay in 3rd right now. Arabian Nights will be their 2nd seed. IPA has a chance to jump Zambronis potentially and get the 3rd seed, and Stingrays will finish this season 5th place. The Vegas Suds and oh God, he had Stingrays going number 1, possibly number 2 right here. Rough season on their part, but you're not going to sleep on this team in the playoffs. They can bring it, and anything can happen. So do not sleep on Stingrays. You heard it here first. D4 division, First Ladies and Gwendolyn Gladiators will play Sunday. This game will hopefully be streamed, and this game will determine the 1st seed in the D4 division. Stick Magnets are in 3rd right now, and they cannot get any higher. But the position for 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be determined by Stick Magnets, Crazy Eights, High Rollers, and Shangri-La. Stick Magnets, Crazy Eights, and High Rollers can each go from 3rd, 4th, or 5th, depending on how they finish. In Rec Division, we've got First Ladies Rec, Gwendolyn Blue Knights, and Hockey Dead vying for the 1 and 2 seeds. Crazy things could happen here. Wins, losses, ties could definitely impact that seeding. Slashing Pumpkins will not be able to get a bye. They are in 4th right now, tied with the Midnight Riders. Lucky Sevens are down there with 6 points, and Street Sharks bringing up the rear. So we will see what happens with this division. We will give you updates. Hopefully next week's podcast will give you updates. We will give you all the standings. We will give you everything you want to know. Playoff seedings, predictions, possibly with Suds or someone else. We will see. If anyone's interested and wants to give their thoughts on the on playoffs, let us know. You want to be a guest next week, let us know. We'll go from there. So that's a quick little update on the DCHL. Thank you so much for everyone who listens, who checks out the streams, the Twitter and hashtags and all that stuff. It's so cool, and I'm just after this weekend, the tournament and all the games, just really so proud to be part of this community, and hopefully you guys all appreciate it too. So once again, much love to Adam Marcus for being on the podcast, and thank you so much for listening, and we will see you at the rink.